So Mayuri and Brendan are off to go and collect a little one. He was found in Ellis Rus or Lepelale. It's a coal mining town, and we're not really too sure or can't get any information of what happened to the mom, but this tiny little one walked up to one of the miners outside in the workshop and sort of started climbing up his leg, and fortunately he was kind enough to come and bring him through to us. We met them halfway. We went through to Mokopane and they met us there, and we collected the little one from Mokopane. He was all covered in soot and coal dust, so he really looked a sight when we first got there, but we were fortunate enough that somebody was willing to bring him halfway and willing to rescue him. So we do get some wonderful people out there that do put a bit of effort in and do want to help these little ones where they can. So we're very, very grateful for that. So everyone's arrived in Mokopane, and Mayuri is just going over now to meet the driver and see who's brought the little one through, and to see what his condition is.
Basically, would you mind filling in a little handover form? It's just to give us some information that we know where you found the baby and all of that. And then I'm just going to grab him out of there. Oh, okay, baby. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Oh. Okay, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, darling. Yeah. Yes, I know. I know, baby. I know, baby. So this is the little boy we've just picked up. He's got quite a few teeth, so he's a lot older, maybe about a month or so. Was found at a mine. He's got a few bruises. We're not too sure exactly what his story is. Apparently he just came up to the guys at the workshop and climbed up their feet. He does have bruising on his face. He is a little bit dehydrated and quite grubby. So I'm just giving him some rehydrate for the moment before we get onto the road. And this will just help to give him a little bit more hydration. Yeah, baby. So we are just about an hour away from the VMO, and baby had taken a nap. It has woken up now and is a little bit crabby, crying a lot, calling out a lot, which is absolutely understandable considering he has just lost his mom. So he's got a teddy here, and he's had about 10 mils of rehydrate. It's okay, baby. It's alright, darling. So we are just heading into VMF property with baby number 3. He was picked up from an area called Valala, something like that, where he was found in a tool shed, and came up to the workers there. Not too sure what happened to mom. but as you can see from the bruises on his nose, it does look like he's had a bit of a fall. But he is now in safe hands. He's had some rehab, he's had some milk, and he will be handed over to baby mom Sophie and baby intern Anna, and they will do his health checks. They will do his health checks and his intake, and more information will be given after we have done all of that.
Loveland has all been set up for baby number 3. As you can see, we have some extra little bits there because unfortunately baby was found in the coal mine, so he is covered in coal and does need some cleaning, and he's also quite bruised on his face, so he's going to be getting some arnica. Me and Anna are just waiting at the moment. We can hear the car, can't see it as of yet. So here is Mary and Brendan. So we're just gonna go and grab the baby. He's down. Yeah, he's sleeping. Oh my gosh. Oh,
We have
him.
He's a
Very
big
boy.
Yeah. With some fresh blood. Yeah.
He's smelling something as well.
He does have a very
Yeah.
good smell. I can bring everything in for you if you want to.
Perfect.
How old do you think he is?
Don't know. We'll have to have a look at him.
Yeah, I think
Probably 7 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're just going to give him a bit of a health check. Confirm that apart from the face, he's all okay otherwise. And then we can start to give him some rehi and also get him all cleaned up. Okay, so we're now in Loveland. Hi, baby. And Anna is gonna do. Hi, he's okay. Yeah, well, I want Anna to do a health check on you, sweetie. Just obviously from observation, he's very covered in soot or something.
Oh, you're hungry maybe, yeah. It's okay.
I'll give you a quick health check, then you can have some more milk, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're just going to give him a quick health check. Obviously, we can see that his face is all bruised. And he's obviously, understandably, upset. It's okay. So he may be reacting because he is a bit sore, so he might have fallen from somewhere. We haven't seen him walk around or anything yet. Hi, sweetie pie.
Yes, I know.
So once we do this, we're gonna give him some milk, and then we can get him all cleaned up. It's okay, sweetie. So, got a little bit of a cut here. And unfortunately, I don't know if you could see, but his scrotum is a little bit bruised on the bottom, which is not nice.
Just your other leg, sweetie pie. There you go.
He is a lot bigger than the 2 other orphans that we have. We'll be able to weigh him in a minute and just take his temperature. His ears are
Full
very
of coal dust.
Yeah.
It's
okay, sweetie.
It's okay.
Okay. So his gums are still a bit pale.
I know.
And we have, yeah, still very pale. And we have 18th. The first thing we want to focus on is hydration, and then we'll get him all nice and clean. I don't like the way you need to be. Hi, here's your milk. So when they first go onto the bottle, find it very hard to suckle because obviously mum's milk tastes different. There's a different nipple. It's not warm. So we do have to help them quite a lot with their lips. But once he's drinking now. Once he gets going, no, needs it a bit different. Might be able to weigh him while he's asleep. Okay, so we're just gonna weigh him. So he's currently asleep in the blanket. So what we'll do is we'll weigh him with the blanket, and then when he wakes up, we will weigh the blanket. Okay, he is awake. What are we? Okay, so we're 690. So we'll weigh the blanket in a minute. We're gonna take his temperature first, and then we'll let you know how much he weighs. Josie has also come down with the stethoscope, so we can listen to his lungs. Just because he's been in a coal mine, so we don't know what he's inhaled.
Okay, right, little one. Right, just your chest now. Sorry, you're not going to like that. It's a bit cold, isn't it? Okay, that's loud on the stethoscope. Very fast little heart, but nothing otherwise.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So we're just going to take his temperature now, and then see if we can get him all cleaned up.
Gums are okay as well.
Gums are a little pale.
Okay.
But his eyes are looking a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Camera. We just love the camera, huh? It is Terry's second day here at the foundation. We gave him a bath yesterday, but he was getting very stressed, so we didn't get to finish the bath. It was in his best interest, health-wise, and everything, for us to stop and carry on another day, even though, as you can see, it's a little bit itchy for him. He was just getting too worked up, so the bath will be carried on today or tomorrow. Today's a little bit too cold. It needs to be a little bit warmer so he doesn't get sick afterwards. But he's doing really well. He is exploring, jumping, climbing around. We have his bottle. He's on a pet ag, and we have a plate of food for him with some cucumber, apple and pear. And now right now he's just getting used to his new surroundings. He is in quarantine right now, so he won't be seeing Aura or Georgie. He is by himself.
So he is enjoying some apple. The pen. So we are in, excuse me, we are in Loveland with little Terry. Technically day 2. We got him in yesterday. Picked him up. He was very much covered in some coal residue, but he's doing a lot better. He's settled. He did have a bath yesterday, so he's looking a lot better, but he still has bruises on his face. Right, baby? And very, very active, wanting to get into everything. But that is great. That's what we like to see. It shows that he doesn't have any injuries, which is what we were afraid of. He didn't want to walk much yesterday, just kept clinging on to Sophie, baby mom, and Anna. But yep, jumping all over the show today. Happy little chubby. There's your bottle. Play with the bottle. Go on. So he is about 7 weeks old.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this little episode of little Terry. He's doing so much better now and becoming a little monkey again. If you would like to get notified, please subscribe or follow our page. This does help you get notified when new episodes basically come out. And there is quite a few updates, a lot of new little ones coming in, so it's really worthwhile staying up to date just so that you can follow what's happening. So we're going to move on.
If I could describe the VMF in one word, it would be amazing.
Inspiring.
Perfect.
Exciting.
Kindness.
Ethical.
Life-changing, because this experience has been more than I could ever imagine.
And there personally I found it really interesting to get to know the monkeys individually, but also how they behave in troops, what their characters are, what is the differences between the troops. It's really, really interesting to learn about that.
And it's such a lovely experience, and I can't wait to do that again soon.
So little Aura has been in the intro cage for a little while now, getting used to climbing around and where everything is. And now we're just getting her to meet, or some of the moms to come up closer, and also the troop just to start meeting her and seeing what their reaction is. You can see how interested they are basically in her, but also a little bit worried because they're uncertain. It's not normal that moms would just hand their little baby over for others to smell and sniff and touch and everything like this. So they are acting a little bit apprehensive in a way, not really too sure of how far they can go or what they can do, but there does seem to be a lot of interest. Aura isn't really doing much either. She's not really facing them or pulling faces. Still just interested in her foster mom or caregiver at the moment. She's there, we can see she's starting to have a look, but doesn't really seem to be showing much interest in the troop as such. So it's still going to take a little bit of time, but at least it's the beginning and the start of her finding a mom soon.
So Aura is now drinking by herself in the feeding cage, in the intercage. So this is a potential mum over here, and Aura is being a very big girl, learning how to feed from the training feeding cage. She has her teddy in there just as some familiar things and just to make him more comfortable. And then hopefully we will be moving to this feeding cage soon. But for now, we are just getting her independent, and she went in there all by herself because she knew she was hungry and she knew where the milk would be.
Well, here we have some more monkeys coming over that are interested in seeing Aura and seeing how things are going. Not too sure who that is at the gate, but they are definitely interested. She's getting a little bit more confident. You can see moving around a lot more, except here she's trying to hide underneath her blanket, but she doesn't seem too scared. There is a little bit of interest there. She just doesn't know how to carry it through, and that's going to take a little bit of a while, but that's what this is all really about. He's just getting her used to larger monkeys and different monkeys coming close by, so she can start recognizing them and also feel a little bit more at home with them. Also that she doesn't think they're such scary things, that they're the same as her. So all of this takes a little bit of time, and is part of the important integration, because you must remember this little one has not really spent much time with the troop at all, depending on what age she lost her mother and how long people had carried her, can influence it, because they're in a very, very fast growing stage at the moment, and remember they start developing and learning very, very quickly at this age. So these things can play a difference, but at the moment she's very, very relaxed, seems more interested in sleeping. Of course, all the youngsters out there are very interested. This is going to be a new playmate for them eventually, so they are interested in her. But as you can see, she's just relaxing and sleeping a little bit and not really worried about everybody there. It's of course also amazing when families come over and volunteer at this time of year. It does of course give the opportunity for the youngsters to learn a lot about primates and their lives, and also how to care for little ones, and also to start recognizing that these little guys aren't pets. Also what's involved in actually looking after a little orphan, and finding out about their stories, because this is actually where it all begins from, is from the new generation. So very, very important that they start getting involved and learning about the repercussions of people destroying the habitat and places of these little animals, and also wildlife conflict and solutions to it. And of course they're going to be our carers in the future. So Aura's still not really too sure about the feeding cage. She's not really picking up where the little holes are to climb out. The tapping on the milk bottle is try to attract her over there so that she can find it. But I think she's sort of realized she's stuck in somewhere, and you can see she's frantically trying to get herself out. Once she learns where the little hole is, it starts getting better, and then of course she starts learning to go in and out on her own. But one also does have to be careful in this situation that she doesn't frighten herself or get scared of the feeding cage. She's got to learn that it is a positive thing going in there for her to get her sustenance.
So this is Aura in the intro cage. We are in the Coco intro cage. So this is Coco troop out here. So we have a potential mummy here, trying to communicate with Aura, but Aura is just a little bit scared right now, which is fine. Aura is just using the training feeding cage in Coco. She's having a nice big drink. See if you want to come out? No? She's had a nice hour-and-a-half long nap. She's hungry. Now you ready? You Okay, that's it. Good girl. You gonna come? This way. Or more milk? Aura's come out of the feeding cage now and she just wants to go on a bit of an explore. We have been told that we are getting a new baby today, so after my lunch shift with Aura, we'll get Loveland all set up. Baby's from about 4 or 5 hours away, and thankfully they've met us halfway in Mokopane. So Mary and Brendan are just getting the little boy now, so that'll be our third orphan, our first little boy. So we'll check in and see how they're doing. But hopefully Aura should be able to meet mummies within the week. We just need to get her using this feeding cage to using this feeding cage, as this is the one that will allow her to get milk until she's a year old. So this is what Aura gets up to. She is currently just the only baby in Coco, as we only have Georgie, who's currently in Neverland, who's about a week old, and we have a new arrival on the way. So she likes to entertain herself with bouncing. We do have a little visitor at the door. So this is Miss B. This is our second orphan of the previous baby season. Miss B came in because her mum was shot, whereas Aura's mum was killed in a car accident. So Aura will have 2 big sisters, Snowy and Miss B. I believe that is Luca. And then she'll also have 5 big brothers. So she'll have Chimichurri from last year, Atlas, Ricardo, Yoda and Samba from the year before, and Taro from the year before that. We're not sure who her foster mum's going to be at the moment. It's likely either going to be Panikia or Luca, who are great foster mums. They fostered very many babies. Panikia has fostered the last 2 first babies in Coco, so Chimichurri and Atlas. Okay. So you can see we've got some more visitors.
Here you can also see why it is so dangerous to basically leave any strings or ropes or anything of that sort, even ties coming from your cell phones, cameras, with the little ones, because for some reason they like to get themselves tangled up into it. They're always putting their heads through these type of things, and they can strangle themselves very, very quickly without you even noticing it. So it's something we have to really pay attention to and just make sure there's nothing like this hanging around for them to mess around with. Well, the season has certainly started with the little ones coming in. We're trying to get them through and introduced to foster moms as fast as possible, especially those ones are showing signs of being ready. We're not too sure what the season's going to bring, but it has started off with already 5 little ones arriving at the moment, with the 6th one on the way. So it looks like it is going to be quite a hectic period. We still are low on volunteers, so if you do know anybody that would like to volunteer, fantastic time of the year to volunteer now, especially now to work with the little ones, and then of course integrating them with foster moms later on is very, very rewarding. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd just like to thank everybody out there for watching and sharing. The numbers are climbing, which is fantastic. We're getting a lot more views. So if you could spread the word, it does help, especially over this Christmas time when finances are very, very tight, and we need to do everything to try and bring finances in so that we can feed these monkeys. They do take a special milk formula, which isn't very cheap, and of course their little bottles as well, which they seem to go through quite fast, are quite taxing on our funding. So where you can help, please do. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next episode.